Welcome to Design for Wealth. And today we're chatting about why you keep recreating the same level and the three questions that will change everything. I've worked with thousands of clients over 25 years, and most of them come to me saying they've already done the mindset work, affirmations, block clearing, the manifestation rituals. You don't need more of that. And I know that sounds controversial coming from someone who's helped clients build multiple six and seven-figure businesses. But here's what I've learned after years of studying not just my own patterns, but the patterns of every woman I've worked with who's broken through to higher levels of income. Because you say you want the next level, but your behavior says otherwise. And I used to live this pattern, and I'm here to show you exactly what's happening behind the scenes so you can break the cycle that keeps people stuck at the same income level year after year. The women who scale aren't the ones with the best strategies. They're the ones who identified and dismantled their unconscious ceiling behaviors. And today I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. You know what you should be doing. You've got the knowledge. You probably have done the multiple courses, work with the coaches, and understand strategy better than most people running six-figure businesses. But you keep choosing what feels safer right now instead of what could actually move the needle forward in your business. And there's a reason for that that goes way deeper than fear or confidence issues. Part of you, the part of you that doesn't want to admit exists, believes that getting to that next level means losing something that matters more than money. This isn't conscious. This is happening at a nervous system level. I hear these exact words from women wanting to make 10K months and women making 50K months who want to scale to seven figures. I'm already running on empty. How could I possibly handle more? I barely have time for my family. How could I actually take on the next level? What if I get there and I can't sustain it? And these aren't just random thoughts. These are your unconscious protection mechanisms keeping you exactly where you are. And until you understand what they're protecting you from, you'll keep hitting the same ceiling over and over again. And here's the part that most people miss. You're working harder than you should be, carrying more than you need to, and you're convinced that's just what it takes. When I was scaling my first business, I believed that more success meant more suffering. The bigger numbers meant bigger problems, that growth meant sacrifice. And my behavior reflected those beliefs perfectly. Every time I'd start gaining momentum, I'd pull back. One of my clients recently was stuck at 10K months. After a conversation, I spotted the pattern. It was visibility. And I can spot these patterns in under 7 minutes, which saves you months of time, thousands of dollars, and endless frustration. So I created a framework for her based on her business codes, a simple way to create content that felt easy and aligned for her. And I said, great, let's do it now. And straight away, her body started showing symptoms: tightness in the chest, nausea, the urge to stop. And without me by her side helping her through it, the pattern would have been to stop. And that pattern was the exact thing keeping her stuck at 10K months. She did the content, she taught her nervous system that she could still take the action and be safe, and nothing bad happened. And now she's on track. The reason you keep recreating the same level, the same income patterns, the same version of your business is because what becomes normal to your nervous system is what gets recreated. Most people think scaling is about strategy, and it's not just about that. It's about nervous system capacity. Your nervous system is designed to keep you safe, not successful. It doesn't distinguish between physical danger and the unknown territory of a bigger business. So when you start moving towards something significantly larger than what you've done before, it sends up every red flag it can to pull you back to what it knows is survivable. And here's what I discovered when I started studying the behavior of patterns of women who scale successfully versus those that don't. It's not about pushing through fear. That's the masculine energy, and it's going to burn you out every time. It's about understanding what your behavior is protecting you from, and then expanding your capacity to hold more without your system going into protection mode. I remember the first time I had a 50K month. Instead of celebrating, I immediately started wanting to change everything that worked. I stopped posting as much. I wanted to change the sales process, and I even considered taking a break from business altogether. My nervous system was trying to get me back to the income level it considered safe. The women who break through, they recognize these patterns and work with them, not against them. I want to give you 3 questions that will show you why you're stuck. And these come from studying not just my own scaling journey, but from working with thousands of women who've broken through their own income ceilings. Question 1, where does your behavior change when things start to work? And this is the $1,000,000 question, literally. I want you to think about the last time you had real momentum building. Not just a good week, but sustained momentum where things were clicking, money was flowing, and you could feel yourself approaching a new level. Where did you pull back? Did you slow down your posting? Did you go quiet on social media right when your engagement was the highest? Did you stop selling when people were saying yes and buying? Did you lower your standards or start changing things when they were clearly working? Here's what I see happen with six-figure owners trying to scale to multiple six figures. They hit their first 10K month and then immediately start questioning everything. And they start thinking, this can't be sustainable, or I got lucky. What if I can't do this again next month? So they change the posting schedule that worked, lower the prices that people were happily paying, and start second guessing the message that was converting. And they wonder why they can't recreate that success. Seven-figure business owners do this as well. It's just at a different level. The pattern is always the same. Momentum builds, fear kicks in, behavior changes, results drop, and then convince themselves they were right to be cautious. If you want to go to the next level, here's what you do differently. Notice the urge to change course, even when you resist it. Double down on what's working, even when it feels scary. Question 2, what do you believe the next level will cost you? And be honest. What do you think you'll have to sacrifice to get there? Peace, your time, your marriage? Because if a part of you believes success costs you something, your nervous system will protect you from it every single time. If a part of you believes that success takes something away, your behavior will sabotage you to keep you safe. I had a client stuck at 5K months for years when she first came to me. Incredible woman, tried everything. But the real block, she believed that out-earning her husband would destroy her marriage. That belief was running her entire business without her knowing it. Once we sorted that, she hit 15K months within 90 days. Another client couldn't break into the 40K months because she was terrified of losing it all. She'd rather stay at 40K, a number she knew she could sustain, than risk hitting 80K and watching it all collapse. Nervous system chooses safety over scale every time. These aren't surface level fears. These are identity level beliefs about what success costs. And until you identify yours, they'll keep shaping your business decisions without you realizing it. Question 3, what level have you unconsciously made normal? This is a big one. This is a difference between women who scale successfully and women who plateau. What income number have you settled into? What version of your business feels realistic to you? Your unconscious ceiling is usually about 20 to 30% higher than where you are right now. Just high enough to keep you motivated, but not so high that your nervous system freaks out and pulls you back to safety. Now, most women operating at the 5-figure level have unconsciously made 8 to 10K months their familiar baseline. They can see what's possible and they've hit that level a few times, but it doesn't stay. It's because their nervous system hasn't learned to hold that level as safe, sustainable, and normal. So every time they expand, something in their system pulls them back towards what currently feels familiar. And it happens at the next level too. Women already in the 6-figure range find themselves cycling between 15 to 30K months because low 6 figures has become the identity they unconsciously operate from. You'll hear it in the way they speak. Things like, I'm not ready for 7 figures, or I don't want to become one of those 7-figure business owners. What they don't realize is that every time they reinforce that story, they're also reinforcing the ceiling attached to it, because your business will always move in alignment with the identity your system believes is safe to hold. The number isn't the hardest part. The hard part is becoming the person who considers 7 figures normal, expected, and sustainable. Because whatever you've made your normal in your nervous system is what you'll keep recreating, no matter how much strategy you learn or how hard you work. And it wasn't until I started identifying as someone who naturally generates this level of income, not just someone who got lucky and hit it, that could sustain and scale from there. The real breakthrough isn't what you think. It isn't hiding in another course, another healer, or another mindset shift. I've invested over $100,000 in my own education and development. And here's what I can tell you. Information isn't the issue. There is so much out there. The breakthrough happens in the moment you stop acting from where you are and start operating from the level that you say that you want. And what does this mean for you? Because most people get this wrong. This isn't about faking it till you make it, or pretending you're already there, or spending money that you don't have. It's about making decisions from your future self's nervous system, not the current fear. For me, that meant investing in a team before I felt ready, raising prices to align with the results and education I deliver. It meant asking the tough questions, backing myself, and trusting that I've got this. There's nothing that I can't work out. I have complete certainty that I'm on the right track. Most women are waiting to feel ready, but you don't go to the next level by waiting. You become ready by acting before you feel ready. So what does this look like practically? If you want to scale from 10K to 20K months, start making decisions like the woman who naturally holds 20K months. That means marketing strategy, pricing, time allocation all need to shift to match that level because your business will only ever grow to the level your system knows how to sustain. And the person who wants to go from 20K months to 40K months needs to stop thinking like a six-figure business owner and start operating like someone who's already building towards seven figures. That means investing in systems that run in the background, support that holds at scale, standards that don't collapse under pressure. This isn't just about mindset. This is a nervous system regulation and identity integration. Strategy gets results, behavior determines whether it stays. You can know exactly what to do, but if your behaviors still match your old level, your results will keep returning there too. Strategy creates momentum, behavior creates sustainability. And here's where most women lose it. The moment that there's no immediate proof, they start questioning everything. When sales slow down, when the offer doesn't land the way you hoped, when things feel quieter, many start second guessing. Maybe it's the offer, maybe it's the messaging, maybe they need to change direction. And this is the moment most women pull themselves back to the level that they're trying to leave because uncertainty changes behavior. The women who build sustainable businesses aren't the ones who never feel doubt. They're the ones who know how to keep moving without letting doubt decide for them. A quiet week does not mean it's not working. A slower month doesn't mean you've lost momentum. One result does not become the story of the business. They learn how to stay in the lane long enough for the work to compound. And that's a real skill. It's not more mindset work. It's not another strategy. It's the ability to notice the pattern in real time and choose differently. So instead of overanalyzing this, I just simply want you to notice, what do you make it mean when things go quiet? Because that meaning is often what's driving the next decision. And the women who stop recreating the same level are the ones who stop letting those moments pull them backwards. And that's the work. So here's what I want you to do today. Take those questions, answer them honestly, because the moment you see the pattern, you can't unsee it. And that's when everything changes. The women who hold their next level aren't the ones who eliminate their patterns. They're the ones who develop enough awareness to catch themselves in the pattern and choose differently in real time. That's a skill that separates you from where you are now from your next level. So the ability to notice your unconscious patterns and consciously choose a different response. So if you're ready to stop recreating the same level and actually build something that matches your ambitions instead of your fears, that's exactly the work we do together. You'll find all the ways to work with me in the show notes. You're not here to keep rebuilding the same level. You're here to create a business that feels stable, sustainable, and gives you the freedom and matches what you know you're capable of. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time.